I was looking for a challenge and a structured way of learning more. I'd been a leader for 10 years, really without much theory or background about how to be a leader, and I wanted to fill in some gaps.
I was in my late 40s at the time. I realised I needed to reboot myself, to reskill myself, to reinvent myself, if you like. For me, it's been a very important step.
Almost all the classes that you have in the MBA program have the core theoretical conceptual knowledge base that is imparted, but with it comes this whole experiential learning environment. And what it does is it not just gives you the knowledge, but it gives you the skills that you can practically apply. It's very rewarding to me personally to see the twinkle in my students' eyes when they find an insightful thought or an idea that I communicate.
An MBA is a real-time degree. You're able to apply what you learn on a Monday night at work on the Tuesday. The business that I currently run was born out of the MBA. It's provided me with the skills, it's provided me with the academic rigour, it's provided me with the analytical knowledge that I need to take the business forward.
Flexibility was actually a key part of what I enjoyed about the degree, but also about why I chose it. I've got a family, I've got a job, and that meant that I could do a subject as I needed to, as I was working, if I was working somewhere else in a different country, or if I had family commitments like babies which came along.
The MBA was like the tapas of business knowledge. You got to come and somebody had already harvested all the best knowledge there was around business, and they put it into these digestible little 12-week packages. It does now mean that I feel like a more legitimate business leader because I have a really comprehensive view of what it means to have a business, be a strategic business leader.
One of the highlights of doing my MBA at UniSA was the company directors course. I was lucky enough to already have some experience on some boards before I did the course, but what the course really did is it pulled together all the pieces of knowledge I already had and the experiences I had and put a context to the value of a board role and what that does for the rest of the business and how it actually really impacts the effective running of the business.
The Business in China trip was an absolute highlight for me. I wouldn't have had an opportunity to travel overseas for work other than through the university, and it was an amazing experience. It was something that I just couldn't have gotten any other way. Heavily supported, really professionally run, felt really safe and empowered through that whole course. It was just amazing the way that we opened doors into Chinese businesses and got to go in there and have a look at things that people just don't get to look at.
One of the benefits of doing the MBA at UniSA is you're eligible for schemes such as Venture Catalyst. Our company was fortunate enough to win in a competitive tender, and that support's been massively beneficial. It's an amazing thing to find a university that's not just prepared to educate its students, but is then prepared to commit to them and to financially support them.
There is credibility in the curriculum we have, there is quality in the faculty we employ to disseminate the knowledge, and it's a quality check on the type of programs we run, which all add extra value than many other business schools.
The MBA opened up really the whole world to me. So the network I have now in Australia and overseas is so much broader, and I use that network quite often in my work and in my not-for-profit volunteer work as well. So that's definitely been a highlight of the degree.
The letters MBA mean something. An MBA is a degree people understand and people recognise and people respect. It's been a life-changing event for me.